On first impressions, everything worked out. At midnight, the premiere of God of War Ragnarok took place, and we, along with the whole world, set off on the second journey of Kratos and Atreus. What was our surprise when, after 60 minutes from what was happening, the head exploded, so epic and cool. This, in fact, is even surprising, since last week the journalists already managed to inflate expectations with their 10s and an overall rating of 94 points. This is the level of God of War 2005, and God of War 2018. Well, it can't be that the sequel was so successful. Judging by the first 5 hours, still as it can. If you do not want to see a single spoiler, and you consider literally any detail in the game as such, then it is better to stop viewing this material here. As noted above, God of War Ragnarok is great for the first few hours. Ragnarok has come. If you were confused by the somewhat melancholic pace of the previous God of War, then God of War Ragnarok has something to surprise you. The game starts right off the bat and is not even going to stop. Ragnarok feels like the middle ground between the classic trilogy and the reboot. The rhythm of the narrative has noticeably accelerated, and the battles have become much more dynamic and furious. It seems that when working on God of War 2018, the team was very unsure of the chosen direction and held back, and after success, they went to pieces. And, what is especially surprising, the game manages to constantly surprise and go against expectations. The first meeting with Thor will not be at all what you imagined when you saw the trailer or remembered the scene after the credits of the previous part. We will not even hint about the rest, only delights. Get ready for the fact that every time your expectations will be wrong, and the developers will find a new way to shock. Relations Kratos and Atreus received a logical development. Now the son treats his father much warmer, jokes and is not embarrassed by his company, but at the same time he can show character at the right time. It's also fun to watch the independence of a teenager. He himself already knows what to do, without Kratos' prompts. And this is clearly sometimes a novelty for the father, who is used to giving direct orders. Kratos himself has remained the same grouchy grandfather, but now the former God of War is not afraid to hug his child. And Mimir, this is Mimir. Still a great know-it-all with a British accent. So far, I have only managed to get into the world of the gnomes and go through a couple of additional story quests there, and both quests were connected with Mimir's past. A surprisingly dark past where even Kratos wonders about his friend's past deeds. And yes, he recognizes a true friend in Mimir. Sides hold a high bar of quality, special levels are allocated for them. In some places they introduce new mechanics and decently experiment. If this continues further, then the developers were clearly not jokingly talking about the desire to perform at the level of the third Witcher in terms of auxiliary story quests. Just beauty. Although God of War Ragnarok was clearly created originally for PS4, the action looks amazing on PS5, much better than most other games on the market, including the completely non-next-gen Gotham Knights, although the bar is low, of course. Moreover, apparently due to the foundation from the last game, the developers spend some crazy money on staging. No kidding, but in the first few hours of God of War Ragnarok puts the whole of God of War 2018 on the shoulder blades. The epicness is just over the top. The artists and technicians at Sony Santa Monica are magicians. The game looks damn good. I don't see the point in adding anything. Just take a look. It is already clear that God of War Ragnarok is a worthy continuation of the Scandinavian saga and, judging by the statements of the developers, its finale. It's hard to imagine where the story is going at all, but it's damn interesting to follow.